Hello guys, and welcome to my video tutorial on how to install add-on vehicles to your own Fivem Zap hosting server. Of course, I'm going to use Zap hosting because I don't know if it's different, to be honest, but I use Zap hosting. This is how I do it. The programs you're going to be using are, first of all, going to be linked in the description. Everything I use going to be linked in the description. So the vehicles I used for this mod to add to show you, it's also going to be linked in the description. Now, the first thing we need to install is all the actual programs you're going to need. So I'm going to use Open4 over IV, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to start that. You don't have to start it yet, to be honest, but that is this. And you will set it up, you will download it if you don't have it yet, and go to GTA 5 Windows version. Now, of course, it's gonna be loading for a while. Of course, you're gonna be installing. If you do it for the first time, it's gonna take longer than all of this. It's probably gonna ask you when you load it for the first time to show your file location, GTA 5 main folder. So you just have to enable that, and you'll see all these things pop up, and except this one. Not all of these, because I added these to change some files. Now also you're gonna need to go to Tools, ESI Manager. You will have to install all these three managers. All these. If you don't have them yet, of course, because I already have them, it's fine. Install them all, then move on to the next part of the video, which is gonna be the main thing you're gonna be using to access your server files. You probably already have it. I use FileZilla. To be honest, my favorite thing to use. I used WinSCP for a while. Didn't like it, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie with you. Now, what we're gonna do is basically connect to your server, whatever it is. And we're gonna go GT5 server data, resources. You're gonna create a new folder, directory, whatever you want to call it, named and name it starting caps, and then custom, whatever you want, to be honest, custom vehicles or custom cars could also be a thing, and then whatever you call it, then do it end cap. I already have it, so I'm not gonna do it. Just make that file, that's all. And you open it up, you won't see anything here, of course. Now don't mind this for a second. I'm just gonna, okay, that's all. Okay, so you're not gonna have all of these files unless you're just rewatching this video from earlier. There's gonna be an empty folder. Now we are going to go and find whatever we think we want to use. So we're gonna find a vehicle. I already have found one, which is gonna be a motorcycle, BMW S1000RR 2014, and it has tuning. Of course, we are doing add-on vehicles, not replace. To be honest, I'm not that good at explaining replace vehicles. I suggest if you want to replace vehicles, you go watch Albo's video on it. Linked will be linked in the description as well. Good guy. Anyway, it's gonna be the vehicle that we're gonna be installing. Non-street legal version and street legal version is also available because it's tuning. Now this is all gonna be linked in the description, as I said before. Now what you're gonna do is download the file. Just download. It's not gonna take you to. It's gonna take you to this page, and as you can see, boom, it's download. That's all for me. Just open that. Whatever you use, I use WinRAR. It's a zip file. It's just logical. Okay, now let's close that for a second. There you go. Now we have this. What you're gonna do is go to update, times 64, DLC packs, DMWs, and then the DLC.rpm file. You're gonna drag and drop that onto your desktop. And replace file and destination in my case, because I've already had one before from different cars. You're not gonna have to do that, hopefully. Now we can we're not gonna close it yet. There's also gonna be a link in the description for a media file, whatever it's called, to be honest, for an add-on template that we are gonna be using. This is basic add-on template, to be honest. It's just this, and it's just the most basic thing. You just drag and drop the add-on template folder onto your desktop as well. It's gonna still be here. You can close this. And we're gonna rename the add-on template Jesus, to whatever your vehicle is called. So in my case, it will be BMW S1000 RR. Boom. That's all. Nothing else. That is the main BMW file. Of course, you can't put any spaces in there. It will fuck up the whole, it will mess up your server files. So don't do that. I'll put it together or use dash or just basic like these things. But we're gonna do BMW S1000 RR. There you go. Boom. We have it. Beautiful thing. Now we can close this as well. We don't need it anymore. Next thing we're gonna use is Open4. The main reason of it being the DLC, the RPF file can only be accessed through Open4. So what you're gonna do is turn on edit mode. That's the top right over here. I'm gonna actually make that bigger for you guys. As you can see, edit mode, enable it, click yes. I did. Okay, now scroll down a little bit until you see rich package files, and then it will see 24 instead of 25. Now that's gonna be beautiful because you're gonna need that. Let's just put that on the side now. Not gonna do anything else. So we have that, and now what you want to do is locate your DLC.rpf file that you just dragged, which is gonna be right here for me. That's my DLC.rpf file. And what you're gonna do is gonna drag and drop it from your desktop onto your rich package file name over here, not in here. That will maybe mess up. Just put it right here. Boom, and this thing DLC.rpf should appear. Unless you already have it in there, we'll just replace and update the older one to the newer version. Now you're gonna open DLC.rpf, double click it, and see all this. You won't be able to do that otherwise. You see, that's why we use Open4. Now click on times 64 vehicles.rpf, and you will see BMW S. These three files. That's gonna be what you use. You're right here with these three files. You wanna first, before you do anything with them, locate your folder add-on template that you made and called whatever the vehicle is called. I'm just gonna do this one. Open it up. Put it on the other side of the screen. You'll be safe to go. There you go. And you wanna open stream. Keep it right there. So it should be empty. It should look like this. This should basically be whatever it is. So what you now want to do is highlight all of these. If this does not highlight from the first time, which is logical because this doesn't highlight all the time, you can also just do it multiple times. It will. Then drag and drop it inside of your stream folder. Go back one. So you came from here. You just go back one on the arrow. Click vehicle mods instead of vehicle.rpf this time. Then open BMW S_mods.rpf. You'll see all your mods right here. Highlight them all, which also an easier way is just highlight this. Have everything in that category. Just drag and drop them inside the same folder, stream folder, as your BMW S file. Now you go back to your main folder over here, not on Open4, a normal one. So out of your stream folder, back out of that, back out. So you'll see like this. Now, this is going to be because we're going to add meta files. So handling, in some cases, lights, sounds, and such. Now, we can locate those on Open4 inside of our DLC.rpf. Go back all the way until you see these again. And instead of times 64, go to data this time. Now, you will see 5 over here. These are 5 files. You only need the 4 important ones. This one doesn't matter. Never use DLC text. The only 4 you'll ever need are vehicles.meta. Drag and drop that in here. Handling.meta. Drag and drop that in here. Car variations.meta. Drag and drop that also in there. And then car calls.meta. Also in there. If you do not have vehicles.meta file inside the add-on car that you're adding folder, the car will not work. This is going to be used for the basic acts of the vehicle. So yeah. Anyway, so this should basically be it. Close the Open4. You can also close the actual folder, by the way. There we go. Now we need to open FileZilla. which we already had open from creating that custom cars folder earlier today. And we will see over here, custom cars, we have nothing normally. This is just because I already have a lot of custom cars. Now what you want to do, before you drag and drop it on, you know what, drag and drop it in there. Drag and drop it right in there. Wait until it's fully done. You don't have to wait, but this is my way of doing it because I'm patient. There you go. Transfer finished. All files have been successfully transferred from FileZilla. You can cross that out and look inside your custom cars, and you will see, if you do not have any earlier, BMW S1000RR. That is the file you're gonna see. You're gonna right click on that file and click rename at the bottom. You're gonna right click on, highlight all of, like the full name. Right click and click copy. Basically, you're gonna need those for the things. Now what we want to do is open our basic server.cfg file, which you're gonna download real quick. And we're gonna do Fivem zap. Oh, zap. Oh, I'm not gonna find it like that, so let's open this. Data D Fivem zap. There we go. This is gonna be all your stuff that I located, by the way, for. I made this for every file that I use in FileZilla and download will be transferred from here to this folder always. So you look for server.cfg in here. You will find it all the way over here, server.cfg. And right click on it and click edit with Notepad++. Now you're gonna scroll down a little bit until you see hashtag, hashtag, hashtag. Put your custom resources below this line, hashtag, hashtag, hashtag. Now click over here next to the hashtags and click enter. You'll start a new line, fresh and clean. What you want to type is do start space and then right click and paste the name of the file that you copied earlier. Now you can also just retype it, but the chance of being typos there is too big to risk it. So yeah, there we go. You just do it like that. Of course, if you already have files in here, you can just, you don't have to put it right here. You just go down until the newest file that you made. Just delete this because I deleted it, and do enter underneath the newest file. But it needs to be above svscript hook allowed 0 or 1, whatever it is. And then start space Control V in my case. There you go. And then save the file at the top left. And now it's up to date. Now we can close our Notepad++ again and just drag and drop server.gfg from the good file that we just updated to FileZilla. And just replace that one, and there we go. We basically have our car or motorcycle in the game now. Now to find the actual spawn name of it, it's not that hard. The spawn name of the bike is inside the stream folder from the actual folder, and the one that has nothing like exhaust action, just BMW S. That's our spawn name. Okay, you have to keep that in mind. And now I'm going to restart the server. You're just gonna start your server. It's not gonna be hard. You just go to Zap Hosting, log in, and click this. Hold on, I'm gonna show you without actually leaking any information. And click. There you go. And click this little start button. Of course, it's gonna be bigger, but just start button or stop button, or as it says right here, hold to restart. This will start your server. And do not think that when it says this, which would make you think it started, right? Well, it's not. Until this says a check mark, it's not officially working. Online, that's better than started. I need to wait for that green, beautiful check mark over here. There we go, beautiful. Now this should work. You should open Fivem. Now this is gonna look a little wonky because my Fivem is not used to only using one graphics card because I disabled my other one for this creating of this video. I'm gonna open Fivem. It's gonna be laggy. Don't worry about this. It's not usually this laggy. Go direct connect and connect to whatever server you put it into, your server. So for me, this is my own server, Vela Roleplay. Also, link gonna be in the description for the Discord server if you are interested in joining our roleplay server. It says right here, all departments are open. We are New York based. We started not too long ago. Appreciate the support if you do. Don't feel needed to though. So let's connect. Now this is probably gonna say requesting authentication ticket, and then okay, let's just just skip that. Never mind. It's gonna be loading. It's the loading screen. Very easy to find it. You over here to vehicle spawner. Underneath vehicle options, click enter. Then spawn vehicle by model name is the first option you'll see. You just enter that and you type whatever the name was of the spawn name. So in this case, we remember it was BMW S. Click enter, and this should spawn the motorcycle you added into your game. There we go. Now you can modify this vehicle because this one had mods on it. So let's go to vehicle options, scroll down a little bit because I have all these enabled to mod menu. Enter that. And go to spoiler, you can change that if you want. It's just the plate holder and all that stuff. It's just beautiful stuff. That is basically how to install an add-on motorcycle. Or basically any add-on vehicle, because it's all the same for every vehicle. Of course, I can show you guys one more way of one more vehicle, which is going to be a car then. And I will show you that on WinSCP instead of FileZilla in case you actually use WinSCP and you do not get what I just talking about on FileZilla, which is weird, would be weird, but I mean your thing, right? I'm going to close full on Fivem because that's going to be easier for non-lag experiences. I'm going to shut down my server in advance, so it's faster than doing it later. Now we don't need FileZilla anymore, we can close that beautiful thing. It's done, it's gone. Now we're going to install a different vehicle. Let's go over here, let's see what we have. Let's go to vehicles, and we'll find any vehicle we like. Let's just highest rated. And basically you'll find the vehicle of your choice. Okay, so I found the vehicle of my choice, which is going to be this beautiful Nissan Skyline GTR. Now let's download this file. It won't be too big, to be honest. I mean, I'm not expecting that. There we go. That's all. Let's open that. Let's close this so we have a little bit of room. Yeah, so now, let's close that. Let's go to our Skyline files, and then you just have the DLC.rpf. It's just the same thing, drag and drop. And this time, if you already have the BMW, you're just gonna click replace the file in destination. Just gonna update the DLC.rpf file from the BMW to whatever you're using now. Now we're gonna again search add-on template. I'm gonna open that beauty. I'm gonna drag and drop it to your desktop. You can just close that again and rename it to whatever car you were using. So I'm just gonna do Skyline GTR. There you go. This can be closed as well. Now again, what you're gonna do is open IV, and because I already have this open, it's faster way than just doing all of this. You just go over here, and you'll see at the top GTIV. Click on that, and you'll be in main folder again. You scroll down until you see reach packet files. You'll see your DLC.rpf, which is gonna be updated. Drag and drop your new DLC.rpf on top of your rage package files, and this will update the DLC.rpf. Done. It's nothing more to do. Just open that. Times 64 vehicles.rpf, and you'll see Skyline. It's gonna be here. We're gonna open this folder first. Go to stream, just as I said before, and drag and drop these files into there. Go back one, go to vehicle mods Skyline, drag and drop all of them inside that. Let's go back to DLC.rpf, and go to data, and then first of all back out of here, back to Skyline GTR main folder, and copy vehicles, handling, carburation, car calls into that folder over here. All at the same time we can do as well. That's all we're gonna need, and that's basically everything else. It's really easy process once you get the hang of it. We're gonna copy this name. We're gonna open Win SCP. You'll see I'm already my custom cars tab. It's easy. I will just show you how to do that, how to make one. You just do right click, make new directory, call it open, and then custom cars or vehicles, whatever you want to call it, and end it. Click OK. I'm not gonna do that because we already have it. Open that. There will be nothing there. What you want to do is drag and drop your Skyline GTR file inside of this directory. It's gonna probably take some time, not that much as you can see. And we are done. Boom, that's all. Now we can basically go back to over here. You see server data. Click on that and you'll see over here server.cfg. Right click on it and let's click edit, and then you'll see Notepad++ over here. Click edit. If you do not, by the way, if you do not have Notepad++, you can just use edit and just use their own edit WinSCP editing thing. Now you scroll down until you see your customer. You know, this line, you enter the start space and then right click and paste whatever your name was from the file. I'm not gonna put that here because I already have a lot of files underneath it. So as you can hear here, we're gonna do start. Control V is the same thing as pasting. So now what you just need to do is left top left, you'll see save, or Control S, you just do save file. There you go. It's updated. Now we can close this and basically also just close this. Yes. Now this is just all we need. Basically, it's done. Now I'm gonna swap over to my Zap hosting real quick on the next monitor next to me. And as you can see, it's offline the server, which is fine. We're gonna start the server. Now the server.cfg is being updated. Online, green check mark, beautiful. Now open Fivem.exe, whatever it is, and you can go to your Skyline GTR, by the way, because I forgot what the spawn name was. Skyline, it's just Skyline. Keep that in our minds. Spawn name is Skyline. It's the model, basically. Spawn vehicle by model name. Remind yourself, what was it? Was Skyline, of course. Enter that name and you will see your new Nissan Skyline GTR. First person, everything, and has a detailed interior. Of course, this looks a little bit less quality, I would say, because I am not using my graphics card. That was it. So that's it. So that is basically the guide of all of this. I'm going to leave the server now because there's people joining, and I'm not in the state of playing right now because my computer cannot handle it with the one graphics card. Anyway, that was basically the tutorial of how to install add-on vehicles to your file, to your game, the Fivem server using Zap hosting. I will talk, we'll see, and see you guys in my next video, in my next tutorial for Fivem Zap hosting. Bye.